10th house. Okay. Onyendo. Onyendo. Okay,
I'm
10th
here. I'm
house.
here. I'm here.
Oh, okay, you've got 3 minutes. Thanks for your patience.
Okay. Um. Thanks for having me, guys. Um. Excuse. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can. Go ahead.
Okay. So I thank the hosts for this. Thank the hosts for this platform, for this space they created. It's a wonderful opportunity to allow people vent and express their pain. To show vulnerability and at least make others know that they are not the only ones who are experiencing a tough Nigeria. Since we're talking about things we've lost, I've lost a lot of things, but most importantly, I've lost opportunities. I've lost opportunities because of the ineptitude of this present government. I'm not sure I'm supposed to say this publicly anyway, but I'll still say it anyway. The Anambra State government, sometime in 2019, conducted an interview. Somehow they wanted to train a good number of us as pilots at the School of Aviation, Kaduna, and everything. We had already gone there for training and health checks and all, our interviews and all. We wrote exams and everything. But then immediately after our interviews and our health checks and everything, the next the next few weeks was a series of kidnaps in Kaduna. It was in that same period that they attacked. It was in that same period that they attacked. Trying to yeah, I'm trying to remember. So they attacked so many places. They attacked NDA. They kidnapped some school. They kidnapped some students from some schools. They did a lot of things. So the state government called us together and said, we can't in good heart send you guys here. If anything happens to you, your parents would crucify us. So you see, we want to send you to go and study for aviation, but the place is a hotbed of criminality and terrorism now. So we can't send you. And we're asked to wait. And then you know how Nigerian things happen now. So we were waiting, and then somehow the money got diverted. I don't know, just somehow the whole thing died down. So that gives you a good example of what I lost. Now I'm talking about myself personally. Now I would have been in my second year as a pilot in training. But you see, that's that. Because the government promised they'll fix security, and they came in and by body language or by whatever, now we have a worse security situation in the country. There have been several other things. Would I talk about, like, I've had job appointments that I missed because the companies could no longer maintain that position because of, like, I don't want to get emotional about these things now. I know people who've lost jobs. I know people who got retrenched because the country could no longer pay. I know people who got their salaries reduced in this kind of economy because their companies could no longer maintain these things. So when I hear people talk about Tinubu, when I hear people talk about Tinubu and Atiku, I wonder, are these people sick in the head? Like, I'm not trying to insult anybody, but like, in a normal, in fact, even in a semi-normal context, why would they be options? Do you understand me? Why would anybody
Um,
that has spent
10th house, please land in 30 seconds. Thank you.
all right, thank you. Why would anybody want to consider these things? I know we still have lots of work to do. I congratulate everyone that has been holding the line online, and also the people that have been doing the on ground footwork and everything. I think all hands must be on deck. We have to get it right. We honestly have to get it right. My friend went for tuberculosis test the other day, and then he told me that the number of Nigerians that are leaving this country, that it's alarming. You like people are living in and let me just stop here anyway. I yield the mic. Thanks, guys. Thank you.
Thank you, 10th house. Hello, Onyendo. Are you there? Onyendo. Okay, we pass the mic over now to Neat Coda. Awesome.
Yeah, thank you, Pearl, for having me again. I was able to speak when the space started about 5 p.m. yesterday. I slept and woke up and said, wow, you guys are still up. Man, more grace to you, David, more grace to you, Pearl, more grace to you, Bishop, for doing this. You see, it's so sad listening to many people talking about their experience. Well, we will only learn from this and move forward. And what is the way forward? It's for us to sensitize our people in whatever way we can do that. Like for me, I've taken it upon myself that anywhere I go to, anywhere I sit down, even if it be my shepherd joint, I enter transport going to anywhere in Lagos or I'm traveling, I just bring up my candidates, let them know the state of the nation, not about the candidate again. Let's tell them the state of the nation. Some people are ignorant of it still. Yes, they know they are buying something very expensive, but they are still ignorant of it. Maybe, yeah, they will tell you, God will provide for us to buy. But let them understand, yes, God will provide, not about God. Before you know, you will die. You will not be able to make it. Something will happen to you. Look at hospital stories you are hearing about now. I was once opportune to work at University of Abuja Teaching Hospital, Gwagwalada, for about 2 years. I saw a lot of things that is not supposed to be in this country because of the negligence. One lady talked about that her parent, that she was sick in general hospital, that she has to come to Abuja. It was because she went to a private hospital in Abuja. If she had tried another general hospital in Abuja, she will know that there was a lady I know very close to me. She died of the disease that she's not supposed to die of because they could not diagnose it on time. Negligence. And even when they diagnose it, people taking care of her, they were not ready. They will shout on the people staying with them. All those nurses, because they are frustrated too. The system is not working. So let's educate them wherever we're going to, in our churches, at our place of work. No fight. I see now people say, okay, Yoruba, you want to betray, you are betraying. This is not about betrayal. Let them understand. That person saying it, don't fight the person. Let him or her understand. It is not about betrayal again. It's about our future. It's the right time for us to get it back. If we don't get it back now, we might not get it again. We might not get it again. And we know what that means. If these people get there again in 2023, they are going to be there for another 8 years. And trust me, anything they are going to do for them to be there for another 8 years, some people have already promised themselves that don't worry, after me. It's like a family business for them now. We have to put a stop to it. Peter Obi that we are rooting for, if he messed up and he get there, 4 years, we send him out. That's the power we are talking about. Let's have the power. Let them know that we are the one putting you there. Our House of Assemblies, rep, please, let's pay attention to them. Me, I am not partisan. If you are credible in my community, I will vote for you. Either you are Labour, either you are APC, or you are PDP. As far as I know, you are going to do well in all those our local election. Let's vote for them. The top power, Peter Obi is our candidate. Let's vote for him. But if he mess up after 4 years, we'll vote them out. Let them know we have the power. They are not there to serve themselves. They are there to serve us. But the people do not know this. They believe, well, you won't try. What will we do? We will have to manage it. No, let them know you are not supposed to manage again. So let's preach love and let them know, let them understand. Because they are trying to use tribal religion to divide us. And we should not settle for that. We should not settle for that. We are way beyond that now. And SARS, look at where we organized it. Within 1 month, we're able to have an ambulance service, we're able to have a call center. We can do a lot too. We have 7 months before the election for us to be able to publicize our candidates. At the market, we can do jingles that can be playing at the market or organize things for people to see, to know that, yes, we are moving forward. Let's show them that, yes, we can do it. Thank you
Please.
for having me again, Pierre.
I'm here. Can you hear me?
Sure, I can. You've got 3 minutes.
All right, I'm going to be very quick. My bad experience, mine has been before 2015. My mom is a civil servant, a single mother. My dad just left us and he didn't bother at all. So she told us she's too broke, to handle me and my sister. So I had to wait 6 years for my sister to look for admission. And then when she did, I then entered the University of Ibadan. When I entered, the government retired her and didn't pay her pension. So I was living on 6,000 per month. She would give me 6,000. That covers transport, textbook, food stuff, everything. And I was staying far away from school because the areas around school, it was just too expensive. So I really, really suffered a lot. Even for strikes, to go home was really, really so hard. Right now, I'm doing my NYSC. I'm the highest earner in my house because my mommy just earns 20K. That's the money they pay her for pension now, and I earn 33. We live in a uh, we live in a two-bedroom flat. My brother that lives in Yankee rented it for us. And all of a sudden, he just said, whoa, this is too much. Everybody is asking me for money. Money, 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 money. I can't continue to be catering for everybody. And he just stopped. So we're here. This house is like 500K. And my 33K cannot pay for that. 20K cannot pay for that. So I live in this constant fear of what we're going to do when the rent ends. What are we going to do when we can't keep, we can't keep asking people for money, and my mom is too old. So you see this election issue, the way I take it personal, I know when I enter bikes, these malam guys, I will ask, I say, who are you voting for? When they talk nonsense, I'll say, Yari, this is not good. Do you know this politician? Do I try my best. I think that's the little I can do. Even when I go to buy stuff, I try to talk to the people around. Who are you voting for? Hope it's Peter Obi. Oh. If they say it's not Peter Obi, I say, why are you voting for that idiot guy? What has he done? And it has been working. It has been working for me. So I would like to encourage everybody. I'm a small girl. Oh, I'm not that grown. And if I tell you that I'm extremely depressed at how much I spend per month and I can't take care of myself as a young girl, and all I'm doing is to buy spaghetti, noodles, and I'm not saying it's a bad thing, but I'm saying that I'm young and I can't even do my hair. I can't do anything with money because there's so much to handle. I dey come. I dey come. No, I'm sorry for that. That's my senior sister. So
She dey come. Na more than leave her. She dey come.
my brother, I don't old past my age. So see, this year I'm begging everybody, like, let's just do better. I don't want to waste time. Please, whoever is in charge, please just take over. Let me not cry on this space. Thank you very, very much. Thank you.
I am sorry, Glory, that at your very young age you have to go through all these hardships. I'm terribly sorry about that. And that is why we need to work towards getting a good government that will give us a very comfortable nation where we don't have to go through these things. So, Chuku Emeka, are you there? Chuku Emeka. All right. Paul Frey. Hello, Paul. Paul Frey. Right. Okay. I'm gonna pass the mic over now to Yomi. Hi, Yomi. How you doing?
Yeah, good afternoon. Can you hear me?
Sure. Good afternoon, Yomi. How you doing today?
I'm okay. I appreciate everybody for this platform. I really, really appreciate it. Let me just start with this because I don't like to take much time. Last year alone, I lost three people. One to insecurity. My uncle was kidnapped on his way to my hometown. He was kidnapped. Uh, Ransom was raised, and I eventually was killed. They took ransom, and he was killed eventually. That was last year, November 20 something. The other two people, my elder brother, the same father, the same mother,
He was sick. Then he went to hospital. Then he was asked to wait. The nurse and the doctor, we were told that the doctor was not around and something, something, something. Before they could attend to him, he died. That was last year, June 10th. And last year, February as well, I lost a friend, and let me say a friend and a lover. Let me put it that way. She was also sick, and she went to hospital. She went for tests, and she was asked to call back. I mean, to come back like few days. She went back, and she was told that the something wasn't ready. By the time she went back again, okay, she was promised to come back the following Monday, but she couldn't make it to the following Monday. She died. So that last year alone, I lost three people, and let me just say, I lost my mind. Let me just say, I lost hope in humanity, and everything became so dark. But it got to a point I was like so aggressive. And in 2018, let me just put it this way: a colleague, I was in the school then as a teacher, ICT teacher, and co, and I was doing freelancing as part-time job as well. That guy left Kwara State. I was in Kwara State. I'm from Kwara State to be precise, but presently in Lagos now. He left to Oshun for election, and this guy never returned. He was killed in the process of this election. You know what? Let me just put it this way: the Lagos landlord of a thing. You know, he went there with his guys. Let me put it that way. And this guy, a young chap, a good teacher. Let me put it that way. Just went home. He's from Elisha, and that's all. That's the end. That was the last time I saw him. He just went home for election and he never returned the moment he was killed. So now all I'm just trying to say, if I want to talk about the economy, there are a lot to say. I went for training how to repair aircraft. That was 2016. But before I finished my training, those that were in as full staff in that very company, let me just name with it. I don't want to mention company's name. They like 17 people were sacked in a day due to policies in petroleum and let me just say oil and gas sector that it wasn't favorable and cool. My uncle was the a manager in charge of aviation something in that very company. So then I lost the job. I finished the training, but I wasn't employed. Then I went to a school in Kwara State, an international school name with it. I don't want to mention school's name now. So 2018, they were like, oh, the economy is hard, this. Then that there are some people that they don't need our service again, something like that. So I was laid off. Then I started all over again. If I should be at least be mentioning, there are so many things to at least talk about. But all I'm saying is we should just try as much as possible to get it right this time around. These people up there, these old people over there, they don't care about us. They don't even rate us at all. If you go and verify the Osun election that I just mentioned, the number of people that were killed based on their view on okay supporting the other guy and co. People had to show their handband that they are for APC before they could vote in their rerun in Fewara and co. I moved between Osun. Let me just say I travel virtually all the states in Nigeria because I installed cameras and network devices and co. But now I couldn't travel again. I'm stuck in Lagos because I'm scared. Since they killed my uncle last year, I couldn't travel. One of my colleagues was stuck in northern state. He ran into Boko Haram of 18. The guy narrowly escaped this year, February or so. So now, these people, they don't care about anybody. We just need to put someone that at least we can call on to. Let me just say we can hold his words that but these old people like the Bat and the Atiku and co, they don't have anything to at least do there than they just feel entitled that this is uh, this is where I'm supposed to be, nothing more. We just need to at least market Peter Obi to every nook and cranny of this country, even to old people like my mom. I called my mom that who are you voting for? Say I don't know. I said vote Obi. Who is Obi? I started talking, and she was like, okay. So I'm just pleading now. We just need to at least make it right this time around, because I don't know what will happen if we fail to at least take this Nigeria from these old people. They don't rate us. They are like demon. They are vampires. They don't care about how many number that are killed. Just look at Lekki and so many other places like that. I can't be mentioning. It's a lot, but pleading, and for God's sake, we just need to try as much as possible to make everything work. Now, I've been telling my friends, I told a friend like 2 weeks ago, and he said, like, I'm supporting Bad. I said, based on
Um,
what? Say, it's from a
I'm
bad.
sorry. I'm sorry, Yomi. Can you land in 30 seconds? Thank you.
Okay. Say, based on he's from Iragbiji. And I say, Iragbiji, what has he done for you? You are a graduate. You are just roaming the streets. Now mention, he couldn't talk again. I say, you just need to at least open your mind and your brain. Just get something from people. Think, sit down and think. We just need to at least educate more people. And let me just say, thanks for the time. Thanks for the privilege to speak. I really appreciate everybody here. Thank you.
Thank you, Yomi. We're gonna pass the mic over now to Braz. I'm sorry if I mispronounced your name.
Yeah, it's fine. It's fine. Can you hear me?
Sure, sure.
Okay. So I've been on this space since yesterday. So I want to appreciate everybody that has spoken. And let me just start. I will start with the bad policies that originated in 2014, 2015. You know, pre 2014, 2015, before this government came into power, um, you all agree with me that dollar was about 180 thereabouts. Now, personally, I'm speaking from the business space. We have my company has a credit line with a Chinese partner who, in their own support, say, okay, this is a good customer. We've been able to verify your business activities for some time, let's say for a decade. Okay, we're going to grant you a credit line to maybe about 70%, and when we bring these goods, we sell and we pay back. Now, let fast forward to after the general came into power, dollar rose to about 500. We've sold these goods. How are we going to pay? How do you expect us to pay for the goods we sold at 500? I mean, 180, and we're paying at 500. We had no option to say, okay, we're going to let some staff go because it's unbearable. And what we did was to reach out to the supplier. They understood and they were able to bail us out they said, okay, you know what, we understand the situation of things. We're going to give you some certain percent. We have to sell some of our assets to actually pay off this debt. So I'm just speaking into this. For instance, if we don't have those kind of structure, what would have happened? I know many businesses collapsed during this period because of a policy change, because someone came into power without no plan and he waited about 7 or 8 months thereabout, I can't remember now, to name cabinets, to name people into, ministers. Then that is one. Two, again, someone without plan closed the border. Nigeria is one of the biggest markets in Africa. We have people that come from Benin Republic, we have people that come from Niger and the likes to come and buy goods in Alaba, Ikeja, Computer Village, and the likes. The border they were shut down and people could not sell. Do you know what that cost? Do you know jobs that were lost? Do you know things that happened? That is true. Then let's talk about the increase in tariff. As I speak to you now, you CBN is blaming the Nigerian custom. Nigerian custom is blaming the CBN. There is no policy integration between these two agencies to say, okay, you know what, this is the proper tariff. They don't care. Bring your goods, and we'll charge you any amount you would like. For instance, they say a 40-foot container, we're going to charge 4 million naira for duty payable. They don't care if your item is even less than that amount. Who does that? In a civilized society, there are, before you make such policies, you have agencies, business partners, people sitting down to make, okay, this is the way forward. That is that. Then let's talk about the what's it called now? The Nigerian economy that's graduated into a consumption economy instead of production economy. What have we seen? We've seen the economy go down the drain. It's so much.
Please,
I can go
please
on.
land in 30 seconds. Thank you.
Yes, please. I can go on and on to talk about that. What about the Nigerian entertainment industry that is currently at $9 billion, and there's a projection that it will go to $25 billion in 2025? Can't we harness that kind of industry? I mean, the best thing is to vote someone who understand how the economy works. That is what we are saying. We don't want an old man who doesn't know how the economic works. We just say, "Oh, it's me, it's my turn." No, that's not what we want. Please, I want to say, let us think. We are the future. We are the way forward, and we believe we can do it. Thank you.
Thank you, Braz for your submission. Hello, beautiful Rahima. How you doing?
Thank you very much, Pearl. I'm fine, thank you. Thanks for being an
Hello,
amazing
sorry.
co-host. Someone is saying something.
Yeah. I was
Uh,
wondering who that is.
sorry, I'm sorry, cause I've been here since all these people made me on this page.
Oh, I'm really sorry, Prince. You will go after Rahima. I actually have you pinned down, Rahima. I'm sorry.
Okay, thank you very much. I've been here since yesterday. I've been trying to speak, but I had to go and sleep last night. So the topic, what have you lost since 2015? I'll just share some stories. In 2016, I lost my grandmom. She was in the village and someone burnt, a bush, and the fire spread to her house, and she had asthma, and that's how it affected her lungs. So they took her to a hospital, and she lived in a village, Benue State. So her son in Abuja had to send for her. So they took her to Abuja to a hospital, and she was um oxygen. She was on oxygen support. And unfortunately, our electricity, they took the lights, and that's how she died. At that time, I love her, but I felt, okay, she's already old. You pick this solace that she's already old, and I was not really sad about it. But I begin to think that can happen to anybody, to me, to my mother, to my father, to my friends. She didn't die of old age. She died because of the negligence of the system. And then I live in Kaduna. I grew up in Kaduna, though currently I'm not in Kaduna. And anybody here in Kaduna, an area called Agua. That place have been a den to kidnap and bandits and all those things. I had a secondary school classmate who was shot. He died. He couldn't even make it to the hospital, so he died. He was shot by bandits. So, um, I have a master's degree. This is just a personal story. I have a master's degree, and I applied for this job with an organization that I will not call. I will not call the name. And reading through the job description, I saw they need someone with masters, someone with 2-1. If in fact, when we went for the interview and the whole recruitment exercise, if you graduate with the third class, you should go out and all. So when you see that kind of job description and all, you'll be thinking, there's this mindset they're already calculating the salary. So after going through 3 process, I wrote an aptitude test, I had an interview, and I did a presentation. Luckily enough, I got the job. And it was funny when they told me my salary is 42,000. That's excluding tax and health insurance deduction and all. So if all those things are deducted, my salary is supposed to be less than 40,000. I rejected the job, no regrets. I know people will say, do not belittle the days of your humble beginning, but that was not a humble beginning. That was because some of this company know that there are so many jobless youth. There are people who are more qualified than I am who might accept the job, but they've already seen this as an avenue to just give Nigeria, like we have no choice. Nigeria is not even about pursuing your purpose, your destiny, your passion. It's about just surviving. So someone would just take the job, let me just survive and see something to eat. But to me, it wasn't like that. You can't just do that, because if I pick it, they will do it. Maybe they will increase the job description to a PhD holder very soon. That's how Nigeria have been subjected to insults. It's not about fulfilling purpose. Like I said, it's just about surviving, and that's because of our system. We have so many jobless youth who would take it. Yes, they will take it, and it's not their fault. They need to eat, they have bills to take care of, they have responsibility. But that is not how it should be. And then when I see people talk about some other presidential candidates, my heart bleeds. Like, at this point, we're still talking about this. I think this is an opportunity we should all, hold on to. But I've gone to different spaces, and they laugh at it like it's just something so funny. And I'm asking myself, are we all in this Nigeria, especially someone like me that grew up in Kaduna? I know the different security challenges that are faced. Like, I have a master's in peace and conflict management, and I've been in the field. I've been in the field. I've spoken to people. I know what people are facing. So you can't come here and start telling me that there's no structure. Is my turn and all? It hurts me. Like, sometimes when I talk about Nigeria, I don't know when it just come. I'll just say, God, I beg. Like, it just comes. I don't even know. That is the only prayer that comes to my mind when I sometimes I'll just be quiet. I'll just say, God, I beg. Like, I'm just talking. I'm thinking about Nigeria, and that words just come. Please, let's just do the right thing. Get your PVC. I have my PVC, and I hope as we come here to talk about our own experience and things we're facing, we do have our PVCs. We're not just talking, because talk cannot save us. Thank you.